Congratulations and thank you for being here. This is going to be about your LIEdentity and set you free beyond measure because you have been lied to. You have been lied to over and over again. And the worst part about it is you believe the lie. When you believe the lie, that's when it really hurts. Because if someone tells you a lie and you know it's a lie, it doesn't really hurt. Yet when they repeatedly tell you this lie, and maybe other people tell you the same lie, then it starts to become more and more true in your eyes. And you start to believe it. What lie are we talking about? The most important lie of them all. And it's the cause to all effects. You think that you're having a bad life. You think that you maybe are even a bad person. And you think that these situations and circumstances that you're in are so bad and that they could just be changed by you constantly pushing to change the effect, which is the situation in life, the circumstance. Like you have a bad day at work and you're constantly trying to change that bad day at work by like doing different things. And you're just doing and doing different things to have a different outcome. That will never really change in the long term as a sustainable way of looking at it. That will never change the outcome because the outcome is always produced by the income. And the income or the cause of all effects is your thought. And the lie that you've been told over and over again that you believe is that you are anything less than great. And you may believe that lie so much that you're like, duh, what's this guy talking about? I'm not great. I'm horrible. My life is horrible. I can't do this. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too fat. I'm too thin. I'm too weak. I'm too strong. I'm too much of something that isn't good because you have bought a lie, and it is a LIEdentity. If you think you're anything less than great, it's a LIEdentity. If you think your life is not getting greater and greater in every day in every way from every point of view, then you have been lied to and you bought the lie. And it's okay. It's okay. When you're hard on yourself about you accepting that lie, that makes it harder to change the lie to the reality. And the truth is, get ready for this, that you and me and everyone, we're always lying about the future. Why? Because the future doesn't exist. Because we don't know what's going to happen even in the next hour, the next minute, or definitely not the next year or the next week or the next month or our lifetime. So why would you ever tell yourself that this day is going to be horrible? That school's not going to be good, that our teachers aren't going to be nice, or that our job isn't going to be good, or that we can't go to school anymore, or we can't find a job, because you are telling a lie about a future that doesn't exist. If you're going to lie about the future, meaning predict the future, expect it, because your expectation in part is a lie always, because no one knows what's going to happen in the future. So why would you not tell yourself something good about the future? Why would you not tell yourself something good about yourself? The number one expectation, and if you would like, you could call it a lie, because if you don't feel sincere about it and you don't feel like you believe about it and you don't feel authentic about it, you can call it a lie. Sure. The number one prediction of the future and expectation to say is, I am getting better and better every day in every way. I actually prefer to say, I am getting greater and greater every day in every way. Now, the reason why I was originally better and better, I believe, by Emile however we pronounce his last name, this amazing man, almost 100 years ago now, and gave this as the original placebo effect. And he said, I am getting better and better every day in every way, and had his students, his patients, repeat that over and over again as many times as possible throughout the day. Now, why is that a good one? Because you're not saying that you're great. You're not saying that you're good. You're not saying anything about yourself right now. You're saying something about the future self, your future self. Let the part of you that you don't like, that you think is not great, the LIEdentity, let it die so your new self can live and say, I am getting better and better every day in every way from every point of view. Say it with me now. I am getting better and better every day in every way from every point of view. One more time. I am getting better and better every day in every way from every point of view. That's it. Why would you tell yourself anything but? Because these lie identities started when you're a child. Someone said, "Oh, you did bad. You could never be forgiven for this." "Oh, I'm the boss. I'm the boss of you," the teacher said. That's a lie. You're the boss of you. God's the boss of you. You create your own reality. The cause of all effect is thought. And we're so caught up in this lie to control your behavior and control everything you do. Some people hardly can control their behavior because their hand moves and ticks, or their legs don't move at all, and they can't really control their behavior. And part of you don't have enough strength to control your behavior because you're working on your muscle. If I said, "Hey, control your behavior, do 1,000 push-ups in a row or run 10 miles," that's not really possible for most people because you haven't trained consistently to create competence. You haven't completed that mission to create confidence and to be compelled to have conviction, to have pure faith that you know that you can do it. So what do we control if we can't control our behavior, you ask? Great question. We control our thoughts, the cause of all effect. You control your thoughts by telling your victim voice, the voice that's saying all these identities, that's believing them, like, I can't, I have to do this, or work, life, school is horrible, it sucks, right? And you're just, maybe you're even cursing more and more at yourself. And I'm not just talking about the 4-letter swears. I'm talking about cursing, meaning you're predicting your life to be worse and worse and worse. Well, change that thought up, because that's the cause to all effects. You are not going to just change your behavior instantly. You can change your thought instantly, and your thought creates your feelings. When you start thinking about awesome things, you start feeling pretty awesome. When you start thinking about a vacation, it changes the way you feel. You start feeling great. And the thing is sometimes our thoughts happen so quick, because we have about 70,000 thoughts per day. Our thoughts happen so quick that you think that you're just feeling things without thinking things, but really you're thinking things so quick and then you feel things. And your heart is actually there before your brain. So in a way, like, your feelings come out so quick. And as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man think, so is he. When you think, you become what you think about. You see things based off of your frequency, just like a radio or a TV. When you're watching one certain channel or listening to a certain frequency, you hear what that frequency is playing. You see what that channel is playing. And when you think in a certain way, it's a frequency of shame or blame. That's one of the lowest frequencies of consciousness you could ever be in, is shame. Literally, people get shamed out of communities and want to die because of shame, because they think they do not belong. Why do you think you do not belong? Because someone else told you you don't belong. Everyone is a genius, though. Even Einstein said everyone is a genius. He also said, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, then it will think it's stupid its whole life. So you're judging yourself on competition when it's really a mission to serve humanity in a way that pleases the Lord, a mission to love yourself, love God, love everyone for everything, every time, forgive everyone for everything, every time, including yourself. You're so hard on yourself, believing this identity that some teacher, some parent, some authority, some police officer, some security officer, some job boss, because they're not really the boss, though. You're the boss. God is the boss. And God dwells inside of your heart, dancing on an acre of diamonds, encased in gold. All the material in the world is not worth anything compared to spiritual realization, to realize that you are amazing. Because there's 3 planes of existence. One is the physical plane. That's only 33%. And so many of us are lost and caught in that trap of the physical reality being the only reality, when there is a spiritual reality, a mental reality, and spiritual and mental combined are 66 or 67% of our reality. So when you think that the physical reality is the only reality, you're getting tricked. You're creating your physical reality every day in every way with your thoughts. Remember, that's the cause of all effect. So the big lesson today is to drop your LIEdentity, to let go and release anything and everything that is not serving you. Do it by repetition, do it by realization, and do it by saying it over and over again. Because you think that it may be a lie, yet the real lie is you telling yourself you can't do it, you're no good, you're not worth it, your life is horrible. That's the real lie. You're predicting this future that doesn't exist yet. Predict a better future. Say, my life is greater and greater every day in every way. I am better and better every day in every way from every point of view. And start telling yourself more freeing thoughts that bring a better future to you. I am happy. I am healthy. I am happy. I am healthy. Repeat it hundreds of times a day, hundreds of times a minute. And you could say it thousands of times, really, in a minute or two in your brain, because your brain works very quick. We have 70,000 thoughts per day. That is a lot per minute. I'm going to calculate that. That's a lot per minute, right? That's thousands of thoughts per minute. If we have 1,440 minutes in a day, 70,000 thoughts per day. We're thinking thousands and thousands of thoughts per minute. So change the way you think, and it will change the way you feel. It'll change the way your life is. And remember, divine timing, patience and persistence will give you the power. Patience and persistence will give you the power, because divine timing is not based on your clock or any clock. It's based on God's clock, and God will give you everything at just the right time. Yet, what are you asking for? Are you asking for a life that is not so good because your prayers or your words, because we pray ceaselessly. Whatever we say and think is a prayer. It's asking for something. And you're asking for a life that is horrible. When you say your life is horrible, you're going to get more of that. You're tuned into that frequency, and that is how you see things. Change your frequency by what you focus on frequently, and your frequency will change, because what you focus on frequently becomes your frequency. And your vibration, hey, that guy got good vibes, is based on your concentration. If you concentrate on the vacation aspect of life instead of the horrible aspect of life, then life will become a vacation. And there's two sides to every coin, right? There is polarities to every type of energy. And the only thing that changes it is your rate of vibration, which is done by concentration. So hate and love, really the same thing. They're all one. What changes that is your rate of vibration, which is your concentration on either love or hate. And you're maybe saying, how are love and hate the same thing? It's just like cold and heat. They're a measurement of temperature. They're a measurement of energy. And you can change that by changing your concentration. You keep on concentrating on what you don't want, you're going to get more of it. You keep on focusing on a life you don't like, you're going to get more of that life and those feelings that you don't want. Focus on the feelings of greatness, right? Enjoy the work, because without work, there can be no play. Enjoy the sadness, because without sadness, there could be no happiness. It's not about always feeling in this perpetual state of happiness. That's almost like insanity. You're going to have some lows. Enjoy them. You're going to have some pain in life. You're going to get sick sometimes. Enjoy that, because that gives you this barometer of how it feels to be completely healthy. Enjoy your life. You are amazing. You are phenomenal. You are capable of anything great. You are the infinite potential of greatness. You are the ineffable qualities of joy. Create some affirmations for yourself to say repeatedly. And Have some of them simple, I am happy, and have some of them more detailed with more words, like I am constantly receiving divine abundance of opulence and prosperity from infinite intelligence. Right? And when you repeat it over and over, it becomes memorized, just like the story you're telling yourself that is giving meaning to your life. Always telling yourself a story, and it's creating meaning. And you could create meaning from horrible things, like in the Holocaust, when Viktor Frankl created the book Life Search for Meaning, he was creating a story about goodness, even though he was in a bad situation. So I am constantly receiving divine opulence and prosperity from infinite intelligence. I am constantly receiving divine opulence and prosperity from infinite intelligence. I am constantly receiving divine opulence and prosperity from infinite intelligence. You are amazing. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gratitude.